Welcome back to Fitz Painting Repairs Garage. I'm going to continue on this 59 Cushman Super Eagle. And in the last video, you guys saw I was going over the bike and the progress of where we're at, and I noticed there was a crack in the clutch. And we've disassembled everything, and we've gotten into what the problem is with the clutch and what happened. And so here we go. So, alright. Better look at the crack that I had noticed when I had it on the bike. This is what I had found when I was looking down on it, that was cracked, and obviously right there was that rivet contacted. That's where the crack was. But here's the problem. I think the bearings are probably a little bit worn, and definitely this steel plate had been damaged and repaired at one point. And when I pulled this off, this is what I found. This thing was running with that missing, and it was running just fine. But alright, let's look right here. See these welds? This plate has been cracked. Right there is an example where the crack is. And so it has been repaired at some point. And it's a little warped, a little damaged, but otherwise it was in fairly okay shape for, you know, how old it is. But it is definitely damaged, so we're ordering a brand new part. It's on its way here, and in the meantime we're going to rebuild everything else. So we got to get this clutch stuff put back together and off to the side, and then we're going to go through and clean up this engine and transmission. We've got some leaking issues. We're going to clean it up, try to see exactly where the leak's coming from, get all the dirt off of it. We got a few gaskets and seals, but I'm believing the crankcase ventilation system has probably caused a leak on the main shaft or something like that. So we're going to take a look at it and kind of see where we're at. Make sure everything's tight on it, and then we've got to replace the head gasket, spark plug, intake manifold gasket. This weird little setup. We've got a bolt here in the center. I'm gonna have to get a crow's foot out so I can get up in there. These bolts, there's 3 of them that hold the intake exhaust manifold combination intake manifold together. Whoever designed that, it's all one piece. I don't get it. It's all one piece. So we're gonna pull the carburetor off. We gotta get the gas tank off, flushed out completely, pull the head gasket down, pull this off. We're gonna flush out, check the crankcase ventilation system, drain the oil, clean the engine all up, get the transmission all cleaned up. We're gonna change the fluid in it as well. Just get the surfaces clean and degreased and whatnot so we can get a good inspection on it, change those gaskets, clean the carburetor out, put it all back together. And then when we get the clutch piece in, this part, we bought a whole new one with the needle bearings installed, because I believe the needle bearings are worn and the plate is damaged. But this crack might have been from my installation. Most likely my rivet installation caused the failure, but I think we'd be better off just go ahead and replace the whole thing, since I did find one, and hopefully when it comes in the mail it is good. All these parts here look to be in decent shape, so we're just going to make sure we got them all cleaned up and ready to go, and we'll put it all back together. It had worked just fine. It was engaging just fine. I did hear a little bit of a noise at one point when I was riding it, but I thought maybe I kicked up a rock or something, or some of the body panels were loose on it and banging around. So, but apparently what it was this chunk of the clutch plate come off. So, all right, stay tuned.